Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp's online techniques class. Today's technique is called Watercolor Wash. Now to do this technique you will need, I'm going to do it on this new canvas that we sell, and you can cut it, you can emboss on it, you can stamp on it, you can cut it with the framelits, you can punch it. We are going to use it to do our watercolor wash today, or you could use the watercolor cardstock, the Naturals cardstock. I do not recommend the Whisper White or the Very Vanilla because it's just too thin. You are going to get it wet, so you need a thicker cardstock that is going to take the water. So the canvas or the watercolor paper would be your best bet. The next thing you're going to need is some watercolor crayons. So I have a variety of colors here in the blues and then a green. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to color the watercolor crayon on, in this case, I'm doing it on the canvas. And I'm just going to go across the whole bottom section. And that was Wild Wasabi. And now I'm coming in with, this is Tempting Turquoise. And then my last color I'm going to use is Not Quite Navy, and I'm going to just go across the top with that. Now I want to make sure that I do go off the canvas just because I want the edges all covered. So there you have that. I did the 3 different colors. Next you're going to come in with your aqua painter that's filled with water. Just going to make sure I got a little water going on, and then you're just going to brush over that watercolor crayon to blend the color in. So it's a very simple, quick, and easy technique. Isn't that pretty? And that's pretty much it. Now you're going to set that aside to dry, or you're going to heat set that. I'm going to set it aside to dry, and here is my dried piece. Now when I looked at that, I was thinking ocean blue water, so I pulled the By the Tide stamp set, and I have the Not Quite Navy ink, and I have this, I think it's coral from the stamp set, and I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm going to stamp that directly onto my canvas. So, cool. Now with the fish, what I did was I took another piece of canvas that I did the same technique, and I'm going to stamp my fish on there. Actually, on my sample I stamped my fish in black StazOn, but either way works. And then cut out the fish. So there's my fish cut out. So now I'm going to show you how I used all this on my card sample. Whoops, I need that back. So the base of my card is the Not Quite Navy. What I did was I took the coral, or whatever this is, and I just stamped around my outside edge. Just randomly all over. Filling in around the outside edge. So now I'm done with that. I'm going to take my canvas and I'm going to attach it to a piece of Not Quite Navy. And because it was wet, it does curl, so you want to make sure that you get adhesive all the way, all over. Make sure it's good. Any glue stick would be good, the liquid glue, the mono, anything that's going to go all, I better keep up here so the cameraman can keep up with me. So I'm going to stick that down on here. And then I have a piece of crumb cake, which I'm going to attach this to the top. so. Then in the same stamp set, there was this little anchor, and I stamped it on the canvas with the Not Quite Navy ink, and then just punched that out with a 3/4 inch punch, and then I used a 1-inch circle punch to punch out the Not Quite Navy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick some adhesive right here on the crumb cake, and then I'm going to take our Island Indigo baker's twine, and I'm going to stick my end on that tape, and then I am going to wrap it like so, and then end on my tape again. Where's my scissors? And then I'm going to take this and put a dimensional. Well, since it's going to my technique page, I'm not going to dimensional because I don't need that raised image in my technique page. So I'm just going to make sure that I gather up my ribbon there, and I just cover up where the ends all meet together like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the front of my card. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to take my fish and stick that on in the weeds, or the coral, or whatever you want to call that. Like so. Now it is ready for my technique page. Here's my watercolor wash. Here is the finished card. Now I popped that up with a dimensional, and I also popped the fish up with a dimensional. And you can see I didn't use the green here. I did 3 different color blues, but I kind of like it with the green. So there you go. That is the watercolor wash. If you would like to get the videos emailed to you, all you have to do is go to my blog, www.thestampcamp.com/blog, and subscribe to my blog, and the videos will automatically be emailed to you. Every time I post a video, that you'll get it emailed to you. So that is the watercolor wash. Thanks for stopping by.